Okay, it is Sunday the 6th of April and 6:49 a.m. Just getting ready for my final big marathon pace session and having some breakfast. Okay, we are basically almost ready to go. This is the outfit. I'm wearing the split shorts that are the London Marathon 2025 and then wearing a little gel belt and then going to be wearing the SC Elite V4s and got some sunglasses on my head, but I will talk you through the session today. Okay, just getting ready to go, but the session today is in total 20 miles. I previously thought that the last 20 miles time on feet was going to be my longest run, but I didn't realize with the math that I was going to do it twice. But essentially today is my final big marathon pace long run session. So 3-mile warm up, straight into 3 miles at marathon pace, and then a 1-mile recovery, another 3 miles at marathon pace, 1-mile recovery, and then 6 miles at marathon pace, and then a 3-mile recovery. So big session. Gonna practice fueling well. So I brought 4 super carb OTE gels with me. They have 40 grams of carbs per gel. I'm also gonna bring a water bottle and going to fill it up. But the team at Cadence recently sent me a couple of their goodies, and I was considering bringing their race electrolyte pack today to possibly try if I decide to, but I'm just gonna like put it with my water. But essentially this has sodium, L-theanine, potassium, caffeine, and magnesium. So I've tried all of the other ones, the Recover and the Core one. So gonna bring this and possibly try it today, and if I do decide so, I'll just put it in here. But we'll see you at Battersea Park.
Gabriel on deck.
Okay, so we've just got to Battersea Park, and I used to do all my long runs here last year, for those that remember, but I've been doing all mine at Victoria Park, but thought it would be a nice change. So we're going to be doing 20 miles around Battersea Park, notoriously known for being flat, but also seeing like every person that you know, really. So should be fun. Gabriel today, he's going to do 10 miles, but he'll be here as moral support because, yeah, this is going to be a big one.
1 mile auto lap 8:56.
How's the 3-mile warm up?
A lot of laps.
Yeah, a lot of laps. So let's get into it. First 5K at marathon pace, first jump. Second mile, 7:45. Okay, third mile was 7:45. Good first block, and then just recovering for the second block. But did not listen to music, even though I had my shocks on. And yeah, good first block, but we're getting ready for the second one in a second. Next round coming up. First mile and second block, 7:51. Mile 2, 7:48. One more. Okay, third mile was 7:49. We got a mile recovery before we get into 10K at marathon pace. Whew. Yeah, I think, hopefully. Final 10K at marathon pace. Tried to get water, but was not available. But we've got 2 gels. We also finally started music, hoping that'll help. I can't lie, that felt really frustrating given like I've had such a great block. I would argue a perfect block up until now, but I know that not every session is going to be perfect. I'm trying not to reflect on it too badly, but if you watched any of my content last year, you know that these stitches were really frustrating, and I never really quite understood what the cause of it was. So for it to come back right now is really frustrating. And it's funny because I saw someone had commented and asked about it. Commented or DM'd me. But yeah, unsure, a little bit frustrated, but we'll finish the cool down, get home, and debrief some more. Okay, that is the final run done. I'll put the stats on the screen and we'll debrief when we're back. Okay, we just got home from that long run and I'm trying to pick myself back up because I know that a bad session is not the end of the world, and I've learned that over the past 2 years. And I think that what I'm most probably frustrated with is, like, I don't know, I felt really good in those first 2 sets, and then the last set I just felt like I first of all went out way too fast in that first mile. And I mean, to be fair, I did put on my headphones and like started my music for the first time in the whole session, and so I kind of like went off feeling really good, and then sort of from there just like started to fall off, and my pace started to fall off. I was also really dehydrated, so I did like stop to get some water because it was just getting so hot in the park. There were lots of people, and I was trying my best to like continue to fuel as well. But yeah, I didn't end up using that cadence sachet, and part of me like wonders if I had, you know, put that in and had that before that 10K set, like would that have helped me? I have no idea. And I think that part of me would much rather like try that in like a different sort of setting, you know, before I kind of just like try it for the first time in the middle of a big session. And so for me, like as soon as those stitches came, I really just wanted to get through the session and try and finish, but it was pretty painful, and I did have to pause at one point to like try and relieve the pain because it sort of like started on this side, and then by the end when I was doing my cool down, it moved to like right in the middle in the center. So that was pretty frustrating as well. And yeah, very painful, but we got it done. And I'm hoping that maybe, you know, that's like the one bad quote unquote bad session of the whole block, and we can move on from this and sort of just like, you know, persevere. But yeah, I think it's easy to get really in your head about sessions like that, and I am supposed to race next Saturday, and I do feel like my body is feeling pretty tired, and I know that we're going to start tapering here now, but yeah, I just wanted to share sort of like just the real emotions of what I'm feeling, because I know that a lot of people online will kind of make out running to be like this very happy-go-lucky thing, and like everything always goes well and like every session is perfect. And so I want to share like that I didn't feel good at the end of that session, and I didn't have a great finish even though I had a really solid start. But I hope you enjoyed this video, kind of just sharing my last final session this week. I think we ran a total of 48 miles, and I'll put how many kilometers that is on the screen. So the taper has begun, luckily, and I think my body is feeling very grateful about that. But if you did like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and comment below what sorts of videos you'd like to see from me, because we are now 2 weeks out from the marathon. Which is crazy. I think we're still 3 weeks, not 2 weeks yet. But yeah, it's coming up soon, and I will be sharing an exciting video this week, kind of sharing news of what brand I'm running the London Marathon with, which is really exciting because I'm excited to kind of document that whole experience as well, kind of like leading up to the marathon, especially during marathon weekend. But yeah, let me know what sorts of videos you would like to see from me, and don't forget to subscribe because I come out with a new video every single week, and they used to be on Fridays, but they've changed to Sundays. But I hope that you guys are enjoying the content nonetheless, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!